Anytime you're up, you want to shut the game down and you want to take care of it and keep playing. We always talk about trying to play like the game's tied, and so you're always going for the next one, and that way you stay on your toes. You need skill, and then you got to learn how to play, and you got to develop a culture of accepting nothing less than winning and go from there.
Under 3 minutes to go in the third period, and the Leafs with a 4-2 lead. This is Campbell, shoots, rebound, scores! Looking, Keith fires a shot, knocked down, scores! We're tied! Artemi Panarin moves in, scores! Marner, no! And the Hawks win in a shootout.
We had ourselves in a good spot there in the third, and we let it slip away. I mean, we're going to be in that spot a lot this year, and we have to be ready to play, and we have to know what we have to do in order to pull these games out.
Obviously, it's a recurring theme for us. It's just a matter of getting that mindset and keeping that same mindset throughout the game and playing the same way no matter what the score is. And we're doing a lot of things right. It's just a matter of finding ways to finish out games.
We've managed to get points on the road. We could have won every game we've played in. Got to find a way to put away the other team for sure, especially in a situation like tonight. But lots of positive things for us. We'll take a day off tomorrow and we'll get ready for two good Florida teams.
So far this year, we've led every game in the third period, and we're finding ways to lose those games. And you're in a third period and you have the lead by 2, and they score a goal late. You kind of feel on the bench everyone kind of sink. We definitely don't want to keep blowing leads like we have.
My dad was a Red Wings fan. I guess my family were Red Wings fans. My grandfather on my mom's side was a Maple Leafs fan. It's pretty amazing. When I signed the messages from my mom and my family being like, your grandfather just rolled over in his grave, he's so excited.
I've always been pretty big, I guess, and when I was younger, pretty well just a skill guy. I think everyone in this league at one point was a skill guy, and I guess it all started when I first went out to try out for Sarnia. I wasn't drafted to the OHL. It was the year Steven Stamkos was drafted first overall to the Sting, and I remember my dad kind of sitting there talking to me and just being like, you're not going to be able to just skill your way onto this team. You have to bring something different to the table, and that's when I started being physical and kind of hit everything in camp and got into a couple fights when I needed to, and was able to walk onto the Sting. And ever since then, I guess I've been playing that kind of physical, rough game. And I've always been someone who wants to play the game first, and I don't go out there just to fight, but at the same time, I think you have to be ready for it at all times. Obviously, it can be a pretty dangerous thing if you're not prepared for it. So if there's a name I don't recognize in the other team's lineup, or even a name I do recognize, I try to look at their fights and the way they fight, and you got to be prepared, and you got to be ready for anything.
Chara in deep. Chara wants to scrap with Matt Martin. And here he goes. Didn't like the shot that Martin took at Torrey Krug, and Chara is incensed.
Yeah, this is the Bruin captain. He's
seeing his team's a little dull tonight. They're not on their game.
The role of the enforcers changed a lot.
I remember, obviously, Wendell Clarks and the Bob Proberts and Ty Domies, and there was a lot of fights that would happen. You knew it was going to happen at center ice at some point in the night, and the game's really gotten away from that. Now I think when there's a fight, it's more because of a hit or out of emotion. It's not just necessarily Domi versus Probert round 2, which, don't get me wrong, I loved growing up, but it used to be 25, 30 fights a year for some guys. Now I think I was among the league leaders last year with 11 of them. For the people that are trying to hold on to that side of the game, you're not going to be able to. So you either have to kind of go with the NHL or you're not going to be in the NHL. So, like I said, the NHL is changing, and better or worse, I don't know, but I'm going to have to change with it, and I think I've done a pretty good job of that.
Drop down close to 0 tonight. Hockey season is definitely upon us. The Leafs rookie core has generated 26 points in 5 games. That is the best rookie player contribution.
On the island, we had a young team for a while where we had that roller coaster ride where we'd play well for a few games and then we'd play bad. And one year, I think we blew 10 to 15 games, and some of them were 3-goal leads in third periods where it was just felt like we were going to lose. We were going to find a way to lose, and I don't know where that switched, but I think it comes with experience, and it's up to everyone in this room to kind of stick together in those situations and just kind of learn. I really do believe after going through what I did on the island that winning is an attitude, and all of a sudden that kind of changes. It's a tight group. I think everyone gets along very well. Young guys, old guys, all hanging out together, which is obviously important. And there's a lot of young guys in this room that are going to be a big part of the future of this team. So for them to come in and feel comfortable right away is huge. They're definitely mature as hockey players. You have Austin Matthews, who just played in Switzerland professionally and played in the World Cup. Marner is a guy who just won the Memorial Cup, so he's played some pretty important hockey as well.
Nylander's pass tip, they score. Nazem Kadri with the deflection from the slot, and it's a 1-1 tie. Carey Price makes one last save, and the Canadians win.
These guys are going to be all-stars and great players for a very long time. To kind of be here and be a part of that is special for me.
Marty's a real good leader in the room. He does things right, good pro. He's meant a lot to us. It's a good signing for our team with this many kids on it.
What's he meant to you guys this season? What will he mean this year?
Well, we don't get our face washed very much. And, no one takes advantage of us, so it's pretty nice. If you're a kid, you haven't had to worry about that one bit.
I remember talking to Babs when I signed here. He said he loves to have that blend in lines and have skilled guys playing with more meat and potatoes energy guys. He's been on me about making plays, and he wants me, I get the puck back by being physical, but to have the confidence to hold on to the puck when I get it and make a play as opposed to just cycling it back. And that's hopefully something that I can evolve into.
Well, hi, everyone. Welcome to the Air Canada Centre as we get you set for the Edmonton Oilers and the Toronto Maple Leafs here tonight. It's Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid.
It'll be a very special night here tonight to see these two guys who are the #1 pick in back-to-back seasons slaying against each other for the first time in the National Hockey League.
All eyes will be on those two kids. There's no question about it. I'll be watching. That's why I flew in. I'm excited to see the game, and I think it's great for our sport.
One lineup change for the Maple Leafs tonight. Nikita Soshnikov has been called up. He'll occupy the right side on the 4th line with Matt Martin and Ben Smith.
The kid can shoot the puck unbelievable, and I think that he's ready and really champing at the bit to get in this game and back to the National Hockey League here tonight.
To Toronto for Connor McDavid, and the first showdown of first overall picks, McDavid and Austin Matthews. And now Kadri digs in on this face-off up against Mark Letestu. Best face-off man for the Oilers prevails there. And here's a steal. Get back, Kadri scores! Leafs scored quick. Nylander's there. Looking for Matthews. Fouled it down into the Oilers zone. Soshnikov and Martin on the forecheck. It's Soshnikov centering, scores! Ben Smith from Soshnikov. And Matt Martin has his first point as a Leaf.
Opportunity to play against Connor McDavid.
Play continues. Trent Smith in the corner. Another scoring chance for this fourth line, who have the go-ahead goal. Martin, stop by Talbot. Little chemistry on that fourth line for Toronto. There's a shot that sits through Darnell Bird, and it got through everybody, including Anderson, and the game is tied. So the Leafs had the last chance of regulation time. The game tied at 2, 76 shots, 46-30 in favor of Edmonton. First overtime game of the year for the Oilers. The Leafs 0-3 beyond 60 minutes. Kadri with the steal, in, scores! Nazem Kadri with a game winner!
I think winning's an attitude, and I think that's something we gotta learn as a group. And I think over time that will come. Gotta believe in yourselves as a team.
Sash.
Mitch Marner, he shoots, he scores!
Marner opens the scoring for a career with a laser into the corner. It's 2-0 Toronto.